We love to get back to the community and do some special things, and a good friend of ours hooked up through Tommy Williams, Paul Dabbs, who's got a wonderful non-for-profit that involves brew, which sounds like a really good idea to me. He joins us right now on the Kurre and Klapow Show. Paul, good morning to you, brother. How are you?
Good morning. Good to talk to you today.
Man, great to have you on too, Paul. I talked to you for a short period of time late last week, and you've got this non-for-profit. When I was telling my radio partner that it involves craft beers and different kinds of brews, he's like, wow, what a great idea to have a non-for-profit that's tied to brews. And you've got a huge event coming up with 15 bands and more. But talk about how you came up with this idea, first of all, to do this non-for-profit, and talk about the actual event itself.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, probably about a year ago, I started talking with a colleague, and obviously Birmingham was decimated, the hospitality industry, by the economic downturn associated with COVID-19. Restaurants, bars, live performances, all of these things were just really, crippled in some cases. And fortunately, it seems like some of our local brewers really survived, and some even thrived during this time. And it kind of put an idea in our head. With the tap rooms operating by different rules, and obviously wholesale distribution being another option open to them, they kind of pioneered curbside service as well. So the brewers did okay. And then as the economy started trying to creep back, we said maybe there's a way that these brewers can help out. So we formed a nonprofit, as you said. We're a 501c3. It's called Birmingham Brewers Collaborative. That's like Birmingham, but with beer, where the BIR is. And basically our mission is twofold. Primarily, we're wanting to promote Birmingham, Alabama as Birmingham, USA, your first round draft choice. So we're really wanting to put the Birmingham region on the map as a beer tourism destination. And obviously our philanthropic arm is to, help out the hospitality industry where it still lags behind. And this event's going to help, put some live performances, put some musicians to work, and it's going to support the Birmingham hospitality industry. So that's kind of the foundation of it. The event itself is going to take place on 2 days, coming up really quickly, 11 days away, I think. November 13th, we're going to be at Back 40 Brewery on the Piggly Wiggly stage, and we've got 7 bands that'll be there that day. The next day we'll be at Avondale Brewery. That's Sunday the 14th, and we'll have 8 bands there. The bands that we've got coming include Jimbo Mathis, who founded the Squirrel Nut Zippers, a local favorite, the Dexatines, Birmingham supergroup, the Blips, Dead Fingers. That's a local legend, Taylor Hollingsworth, and his lovely wife, Kate. They'll be playing in Dead Fingers. Taylor's also in the Blips. A guy that's recently back to Birmingham, Cash Langdon. He's from here, but moved off to D.C. and played up in the Maryland and Baltimore, Maryland, and D.C. area. But he's come back and started a group, so he'll be playing at Back 40. Dree Lear, GT, Cattle, Suburban Love Junkies, Red Harp, and the Bohannons, just to get it started.
Man, I mean, it's incredible. How long have you been working on doing this event? Because obviously with the COVID protocols and everything going on with bars, I think everything's pretty much open again. But this is going to be a huge event. How long have you been working on this?
It is. Well, fortunately, I've had a lot of help with this. I reached out to several brewers, and even some of the brewers that are not necessarily going to be our venues for this have been helping out in the process. Cahaba, Ghost Train, Trim Tab. I reached out to all these folks probably in August of last year, got the ball rolling. We've been meeting monthly since January of this year, and just kind of put together an event committee, and we've been working on that for a little over a year now. But we're just kind of hitting critical mass at this stage. So, and again, let me at this point, before I forget to, because I'm not used to being on the radio, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our sponsors. You mentioned our good friend Tommy Williams. He's been a day one supporter, and for anybody that knows Tommy, and a lot of people do, you still might not know how much good he does in this community, because he's not going to talk about it. But his family, he and Courtney that own Workplay, they do so many good things around here, just like his dad and mom did back in the day. But Tommy's been a big supporter and has given us great counsel from day one, so we appreciate his input. Our major sponsors are, of course, we've got PNC Bank. They're going to sponsor the stage at Avondale. Piggly Wiggly is sponsoring the stage at Back 40. Milo's was a day one sponsor. They're going to have their burger bus out at an event we're going to be doing the day before. So that's going to be awesome. And then we've got Phoenix Promotional Products and Mouthfeel Draft Services. Our good buddy Eddie LeFavor, who works there, are sponsors as well. But yeah, it's coming together, and we're selling tickets now. They're available through our website. You can get the event schedule or get tickets online at Brewzapalooza2021.com. That's Brewzapalooza 2021.com. They told me not to get a short website, so I did.
And let me just expound a little bit, because Tommy's been a good dear friend of mine for a long period of time. We did our Kurre and Klapow come together down at Workplay. We've done Bright House Foundation stuff down there, and I will totally agree with you with everything you said. He will never take any credit for himself, but some of the wonderful things he's done, not only for wonderful charities, but for individuals such as myself. The guy is an angel, and he's just a wonderful guy, and I'm so glad when he called me and told me that he said, "Can I have a favor?" I said, "Dude, you tell me." And he's like, "There's a friend of mine, Paul Dabbs, doing this wonderful non-for-profit, and I'm all in. So any way I can help out." Wonderful job. Greatly appreciate it. Anything we can do for you, you certainly let us know. We appreciate your time, and best of luck, and we'll try to get down to your event and help out any way we possibly can, okay?
Awesome, man. Come down to Avondale, or come down to Back 40, and we'll put you on stage.
That sounds good. I've been on stage a few times myself. You don't have to. You don't have to allow me. I'll get on stage by myself. I'll find a way to get up there, man.
Well, I remember you certainly from the Roundtable days, but what I remember most about you, I think, is introducing some of those awesome bands at Oak Mountain Amphitheater back in the day.
And I've introduced a lot of the bands that you mentioned that are going to be part of this 2-day event as well. And I'm a radio guy, so anytime I get a chance to get in front of a microphone, I'll take advantage of it. So I'll certainly make it down there. Paul, thank you so much for your time, man. Have a great week, and thank you for all you do.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on the air. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. There he is, Paul Dabbs, a great non-for-profit